So it's the weekend at our place, and on the weekends we make the caporata frittata. Don't be afraid, a frittata is a very easy way to put everything that you have left over from the week in with some eggs and have a delicious, really nutritious breakfast. I'm going to show you how to do it. Well, let's take all those leftovers and turn them into a meal. I always say, I don't even bake a cake without sauteing an onion first. Come here and a little closer and I'll show you how I chop an onion. It's pretty coarse, one way, and then the other. I like to use a Teflon pan for this because the frittata slips right out really easily. So give yourself some heat and once or twice around the pan with some olive oil. Once your oil is nice and hot, in go the onion. Get it all coated up and give it a few minutes until that onion gets translucent in the pot. I've got these gorgeous colorful leftover vegetables from the week. As you can see, there's carrot, there's purple cauliflower, there's regular cauliflower, there's some peppers, and we're going to make a vegetable frittata with this week. I like to use whatever is in the fridge, nice, loose, rough chop. To make a frittata, you have to crack a few eggs. Now, people think I'm crazy, but this is one of the kind of pet peeves of mine. I hate egg yolk anywhere. So I take a piece of paper towel and I lay it down on the bowl. I'm going to crack the eggs in, and that way, after I crack the egg and toss it right in the trash, that egg yolk goes nowhere but in the bowl where it's intended to be. I'm going to use a half a dozen eggs. By the time you crack those eggs and chop your vegetables or whatever you're putting in the frittata, the onions will be nice and translucent. And then we're going to add in our chopped vegetables. The heat from the onion is basically going to heat our vegetables. So I just kind of layered it in right on top, just like that. Is this how you do it? This is how I do it. I don't like to season the eggs too much because the vegetables have been seasoned while I was cooking them. So a little salt, a couple of grinds of fresh pepper. Look at how beautiful and colorful that vegetable medley is. It kind of makes you want to have leftovers at the end of the week, doesn't it? Doesn't take long for those vegetables to heat up. The onion is going to do its work and magic for you. Pour your egg right on top. And the important thing is not to touch this. Just let it set. Come in a little closer and you can see it immediately start to form around the edge. Just give it a few minutes to set. And while you're doing that, heat up your broiler. When the egg starts to bubble like this, you know it's ready to push some of the excess egg from the top over to the side of the pan. Push to the side. The egg is set on the edges. Push to the side. Beautiful. I like to put a little cheese on top just before it goes in the broiler. Have a nice hunk of provolone here. I'm just going to shave that right on top of the frittata. And you're going to love how this comes out. So good. But that's going to go in there for about 2 minutes. I leave the door open so I can keep an eye on it, and as soon as it starts to bubble and crackle and brown on top, you're ready to go. That is what I'm talking about. See that beautiful brown edge? That is done. That cheese is melted. Give it a few seconds to cool. Just push it around a little bit and you can see how firm that is. Shake it in the pan. If it moves around, it's done and gorgeous. I like to slip this right onto a nice flat plate. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at all those gorgeous onions. I'm going to put those right on top. And there, my friends, is the caporata frittata. That's how you eat healthy vegetables and eggs every weekend. You should do it. What would Michael do? He would take all his leftovers, throw it in a pot, put some eggs on top, and have a frittata. What are you laughing at? I think it's going to be delicious. You will too. And hey, you know what? You should subscribe to this channel. Then I don't have to tell you what's going on all the time.